There we go. Excellent stuff. So, Giovanni, thank you very much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Of course, big news over in Glasgow right now is the possibility of Giovanni van Bronckhorst coming back to Ibrox as a manager. Of course, he took charge of Feyenoord for a few years. How's he sort of thought of there? Because he delivered the Eredivisie, didn't he, in 2017? What's your feelings towards Gio?
Basically, I have two feelings. The first feeling is I think the most important. He's regarded as a well-mannered, very nice, good coach. We really like him. He's such a nice guy, and we're hoping he'll do so good at Ibrox. So he's such a good guy. He's been our coach for 4 years, from 2015 to 2019. With the results were very good. Basically, we won the league for the first time in 18 years in 2017. He's won the cup twice. He won the Super Cup twice. So in looking at just trophy wise, he was our most successful coach ever. If you look at the football, that's the bit negative side. It was very predictable, not always as fun as we hoped. So he's quite conservative as a coach.
Yeah.
But I think he's good managing guys. He doesn't mind to bench a big star if that's necessary for the team. So I hope he'll do good, and we really like him. So I think it's a good match. Giovanni van Bronckhorst going to Rangers, of course, a club he also played for.
Yeah, that season when they won the league, Johan, what was so special about that year? What did they do differently to win the league? Because, as you say, the club hadn't won the league for so long.
Yeah, it's quite funny because the year before that he was appointed to be the head coach. He was assistant 2 years before that when he was assisted under Ronald Koeman, of course.
Yeah.
We all thought the other assistant coach was going to be the head coach, but Feyenoord decided that Giovanni van Bronckhorst was going to be the head coach. So that was a bit surprised when he was appointed. When he took over in the first part of the season, he did really well. I think we were in top of the league and thinking of maybe playing for the championship. But after the winter break, we collapsed so badly. We lost 7 times in a row, which was a record for Feyenoord. We never did that before. Then Dick Advocaat, the guy you also I think you know.
Yeah.
He was called in to help Giovanni van Bronckhorst because our board thought, well, maybe Van Bronckhorst is unexperienced. Maybe he needs some help from a seasoned coach who knows how to do it when you lose so many games. I think that helped him. Then he won at the end of the season in 2016. He won most of the matches. And basically, he went from that one forward. We got a new striker, Jurgensen from Denmark.
Yeah.
We got a goalie because our first goalie was injured, and basically everything clicked. Our team was not I still don't think we had the best team in Holland that season, but all the players that we had, which were like 14, 15 players that only played, all the other players hardly got any minutes. They outperformed on their regular skill. The guys that were decent became excellent.
Yeah.
So we had an excellent season in which, from the first day on till the last day, we were on the top of the table. So we had a really good season, and of course he's part of that. He thought which 11 guys he should put in the field every week. So he did really well.
Yeah, you mentioned there that the football was predictable at times.
Yeah.
A lot of Rangers fans will be a bit worried about that because in Scottish football, teams just normally sit behind the ball and defend, and it's tough to break down. So, does he play that the 4-3-3? Is that what he looks to adopt, and doesn't necessarily change from that?
Yeah, like I said, he was a coach for 4 years. In those 4 years, I only remember that he played a different system once. That was in the Champions League when we were facing Manchester City. Then he decided maybe I should put up 5 defenders instead of 4. That didn't help. We lost 4-0. So, but I don't recall any other games that he was playing a different system. So he really likes to playing the 4-3-3 system. when we talk about from Bronckhorst, we always say the horseshoe, because what he always did, and that irritated fans so badly, because sometimes we were like, come on, do something else. It was the left wing defender played it to the center back played it to the other center back played it to the right wing defender, and then the other way around. And so it was quite predictable.
Yeah.
Teams figured out, especially after the season in which we win the trophy, if you basically stop our midfielders from being part of the game, Feyenoord doesn't know what to do. That's why, even though we had better teams from 2017 onwards, we didn't become champions anymore. We didn't play a role in the championship whatsoever. We won the cup in 2018, but the best season was, of course, the 2016-2017 season, in which we became champions.
Yeah. Why did but was it just a case of PSV and Ajax, bigger budgets, better players, and Feyenoord just couldn't replicate the previous season?
Yeah, like I said, in that one particular season, everything clicked. Everybody outperformed. We sold a couple of guys. The guys we got in weren't that good. So basically, the money we spent was not well spent.
Yeah.
So we didn't get that much better, even though our depth was better. We had more quality players coming in. So we had, like, instead of the 12, 13, 14 players which we had in 2017, we had like 17, 18 players which could play in the first team. So that didn't help. And like I said, the guys outperformed the older guys, like our central defenders, Erik Botteguin and Jan-Harry van der Heijden. They were both like 29 or 30.
Yeah.
They had the best season in their careers, but as you can expect, the trend wasn't going onwards. They basically stopped developing and got worse eventually. So he never replicated that fantastic magic season in 2017, unfortunately.
Yeah, and when he decided to leave the club, Johan, was that a mutual decision, or were the fans happy for him to leave?
I think most of the fans were quite happy after 4 years in football is a long time. Yeah. So we do like the fact that he wasn't fired. He left through the front door, that everybody said, okay, we respect you, so let's finish this together. Even though, especially in that last season, the football was terrible. The performance was not good. So I think, looking back, maybe it was better when we decided after 3 years that it was a time to move on. But it was a mutual decision. Eventually, Giovanni from Bronckhorst decided, I'm not going to renew my contract, even though I'm not sure if Feyenoord offered him a new contract. But there were talks if they were going through with each other. But it was a good moment to leave the club, and he's still, because of that, he's still regarded as one of our favorite coaches all time here in Feyenoord.
Yeah, and what's your gut feeling if he does go to Rangers, Johan? Do you think he can win the league? Steven Gerrard, of course, has just left recently. It was a surprise to everyone. But do you think he could be the sort of guy to galvanise the team and win the league?
I read an article here in Holland which said that the Rangers fans are really enthusiastic and are expecting more than they expected from Gerrard.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if that's realistic. Gerrard, as I look at it from outside, of course, because I'm not a Rangers fan. He helped you winning the title as well, doing well in Europe, of course. So I think Gerrard is a good coach. I think he has the same style. If you look at Giovanni from Bronckhorst, he's a big personality. He's not afraid to, like I said, to bench bigger stars or bigger players if that's better for the team. He knows how to handle the guys who play football these days, which with all their manners and with all their attitude. He knows how to handle that. I'm not sure if the Rangers team has any raw stars or raw players which need some coaching. So I think it's a good fit. Of course, also because he was a player over there and did very good before he moved on to Arsenal.
Yeah.
So we're hoping he'll do well, but I'm not sure if it's realistic to expect him to do even better than Gerrard.
Yeah.
If he does the same, I think you guys should be very happy with him, because Then he will perform, and then he will help you maybe to win the title again and to get in the Champions League.
Yeah, hopefully. And I was going to ask, in terms of, there's a lot of talk about bringing in as assistants and a number 2. I know he worked with Jan Wouters at Feyenoord, and Jean-Paul Van Gaskel as well has been rumoured. Do you think these guys would be good additions?
Of course, the role of assistant managers is not that apparent. So I'm not really sure. I guess when he moved to China after Feyenoord, he went there for a season, which was not that. He didn't do that well.
No.
He took along Jean-Paul van Gastel. Jean-Paul van Gastel stayed there, even though Giovanni van Bronckhorst decided to leave after a year. Van Gastel is the head coach there at China.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he wants to stay there, if the club wants to renew his contract. But they have a really good click. They really like each other. Maybe also Roy Mackay, former striker of Bayern Munich. He was one of the best friends of Van Bronckhorst as well. He also was assistant coach here at Holland. At Feyenoord.
Yeah.
So Jan Wouters, I'm pretty sure because he's not doing anything at the moment, I guess.
Yeah.
So I think that's I'm pretty sure he's gonna join Van Bronckhorst. Van Gastel, I'm not too sure about. Maybe you have to look at Mackay as well. Those are the names which are coming into mind when we think about his coaching staff.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. That'll do us there, Johan. Thank you very much for speaking to us. I really appreciate it. So thank you.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank. What can I take your second name just for when we put it out on our website?
Of course.
What's how are you spelling your second name? Your surname?
Is Brinkel, B-R-I?
2 seconds. 2 seconds, and I'll put this. In fact, I'll get it on the Zoom. Yeah, B-R-I.
N-K-E-L.
N-K-E, yeah. Fantastic stuff. Super. Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for your time and all the best.
Good luck. I hope you do well.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Okay. Right. Cheers.
Right.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.